Good morning, students. This is your teacher again. It's Friday now, and I've been out for, man, 2 weeks now. Yeah, it's not very fun, but we have to move on. Good news is I will be back on Monday just for the day because the courthouse is closed for Casimir Pulaski Day. But then I got to go back to jury duty Tuesday through Friday. So we can get a lot of stuff done Monday too, and I can answer all your questions then. For today, you've already done an entrance slip on the different types of savings accounts that you should have learned the last couple of days. The first one we've talked about is a regular savings account. Then we talked about a CD, and then we talked about a money market account. Okay, so it says, what are some features of a regular savings account? Okay, we talked about it. These are the accounts that you just open. You want to keep like maybe 6 months worth of your salary in these accounts, and they're needed for like emergencies or maybe some short-term goals that you're saving for, like maybe a vacation or something you're going to buy in the near future. But these savings accounts, almost everyone has one to put their money in. I have a savings account that I put my money in, and then once it gets to a specific amount, I'll leave it alone and then start putting money in different types of accounts. So your regular savings account, the good thing about it, it's very liquid. Remember we talked about that. It means you could take money out whenever you want. My savings account is online, so I could easily just transfer it to my checking account, which is my other bank account that we'll talk about later, very, very easily. The downside of a regular savings account is that it pays a very low amount of interest, which is usually around 1%. It's still better than nothing. The features of a CD we talked about. The biggest difference is when you put money in a CD, you have to keep it there for a specific period of time. That means it's not very liquid. Okay, you cannot take it out freely. You have to wait till whatever type of CD you open. If it's a 5-year CD, you have to wait till 5 years before taking it out. The good news is you earn higher interest than regular savings account. So if you know you're not going to need the money for 5, 10 years, you might as well put it in a CD because you'll earn more money. And the last one we talked about was a money market account. These have interest rates that change daily based on the type of people who buy and sell them. Usually you don't have to have them for a long time. The biggest difference here is it has a large minimum balance, so you might need like $1,000 to open it. Okay, whereas some of the other accounts you don't need that. You get more interest than a savings account, but a little bit less than CDs. Another good thing about money market accounts is you could treat it just like a checking account, and you could usually write checks with it. Okay, so those were some of the features of the three we talked about. Number 4 says, if you don't need money for 10 years, which one should you open? Well, obviously that's a CD. You can open up a 10-year CD, and then you get the highest interest. Number 5 says, if you might need the money right away and currently don't have a lot of it, which one would you open? Well, if you don't know if you're going to need money or not, but you'd like to put it somewhere, then a regular savings account would be best, just because it's very easy to take out. Plus, you don't need to have a lot of money to open it like a money market account. Okay, that should have been pretty easy for you. All right, let's talk about the activity you're going to do now. All right, it's called Savings Account Research, okay, and it should be in Google Classroom. It says, research different savings accounts from online banks and select one that fits your needs. Explain in a paragraph or two below why you chose this account and include the following. So you're going to go to one of these websites. You could go to this one. It's called bankrake.com, and then right here it says find a savings account. We want to probably do an online savings account. If you feel more comfortable having a savings account with your bank that you're by your house, you could just do local and you could open one there. But I've always found that online savings accounts are better. And then you would choose what type you want. You probably just want a money market or a savings account regular. You would click next, and for me it's not loading up, but maybe it will on your computer, and then they're going to give you some sections or choices down here, and then you could just pick one. Oh, wow, it's opening. Alright, so it's showing you an Ally Bank one here, 1%. There's an Ally Bank money market is 0.85, so you could see the money market changes all the time. And right now, it's actually lower than a regular savings. You have a UFB Direct, Silvergate. You would basically research. Look, these have 1.1% interest. Take a look at the stars. Some of the stuff you're looking for in a savings account. One, obviously, is the amount of interest. APY, annual percentage yield. So it's like your interest rate. Okay, so obviously the higher APY, the better. But then there's also other things like this one right here. Yeah, it's a high 1.2% interest rate, which is awesome. But look, you need $25,000 in order to open that one. You guys do not have $25,000. This one you need to open with $10,000 to avoid fees of $50,000. You get monthly fees of $50. So these are little things you look for. Okay, so you would go down here and pick one you like. You would see the details on them. Okay, and then you would really figure out what it is and answer the questions. The questions you're answering are, first you're going to name the bank you picked. The type of savings account, is it a traditional savings account? Is it a CD, a money market, whatever? How much is the interest rate, which is the APY? Is there a minimum balance to open? Okay, some of them did. Like this one had a $25,000 minimum balance. Minimum balance to avoid fees, monthly fees. Can you write checks with them? How long do you plan on keeping your money there? Obviously, if you say, oh, I'm going to keep it there for 20 years, then maybe you don't want to open a traditional savings account. You want to open a CD. This is another website here that compares some savings accounts. So you look down here, you probably want to do national again. Initial deposit, we want less than 1,000. So we look down here. We have a Salem 5 Direct. Minimum balance looks like it's $1, 1.10%. That looks pretty good. Okay, we have SFGI 1.06. You have all these other ones. You have Ally, Barclays, and you would just click them, learn more. And then you could look here. Okay, it's going to help you with the stuff here to decide what's included in the account. Look through the site. You could use savings. Online savings account would probably be your best choice here. This is actually the Barclays website. 1% percentage yield. Click open an account. And obviously you're not going to do that. Okay, so you're going to really research these accounts, maybe look at reviews, because not only are you looking for the interest rate or the money that is included that you need to put in to open the account, but how easy is it to use online? Is it very easy? How is the customer service? Okay, all this stuff like that comes into fact when picking a savings account. So you're going to research that, and then you're going to answer these questions at the bottom. And then when you're done, if there's time, Miss Scott and the rest of the class could have a discussion on the different types of savings accounts you guys decided to open, and you guys could ask her any questions. All right. I will see you on Monday.